Hey everyone, Karolyne Roberts here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 toxic relationship red flags to be aware of. So if you're interested in watching more, then definitely stay tuned. All right, so we're going to be talking about 5 toxic relationship red flags to be aware of. Now, the first red flag to be aware of is if the person you're in a relationship with is a narcissist. Okay, so you want to look out for signs of this, because you can't be in a relationship with someone who is all about themselves, who just wants to do whatever works for them, because a relationship is a two-way street. Both parties have to work together. Both parties have to be willing to compromise. Both parties have to be willing to, sacrifice things in order to make the relationship to work. And if you have a narcissist in a relationship, then everything is always going to go their way. Everything is always going to be about them, and they're not really going to be considering the other person. So look for signs of someone who doesn't want to apologize, who always flips everything to be about what you did to them and how they're always the victim, and they never take responsibility, and it's just always about them, and they always play the victim role, and they always find a way to manipulate the situation and flip it on you. All right, those are narcissistic tendencies. You want to be with someone who is humble and someone who is willing to communicate and really put their best foot forward and do their part in the relationship as you both work together to have a successful relationship. So that is the first toxic sign that this may not be the relationship that you want to be in. So let's move on to the second toxic sign that this may not be the right relationship for you. All right, so the second sign is that this person is abusive. I talk about this a lot in my videos. If you guys watch my videos and if you're subscribed to my channel, then you probably know my story of, being in a mentally and verbally abusive relationship. But abuse can come in many different forms. So you want to be with someone who is gentle with you, who covers you, who protects you. You don't want to be with someone who hurts you, who causes you harm, who puts you down, and who tries to hinder you from growing and being your best that you can be and meeting your full potential. I remember that when I was in high school, and I was in a toxic relationship, one of the most toxic things that, my boyfriend said to me at the time was that I'll never be anything, and that I shouldn't go to college because I'll never be anything. I'll never come of anything. And I can't believe that he said that. And thankfully I didn't listen to him, and thankfully I had sense and was able to come out of that relationship. Glory be to God. He got me out of that. If you know my testimony and how I came to know the Lord, then you know what I'm talking about. But that is definitely a big sign of a toxic relationship. If it's harming you and hurting you and it's hindering you from really growing to the potential that God has for you. All right. So the next sign of a toxic relationship is if none of the people who love you and support you like this person. Okay. You have to take your parents, your best friends, your loved ones, you have to take their opinion in consideration because they want the best for you. Okay. That does not mean, and I want to make it clear that they have to actually know this person. So that does not mean they just, get to make a judgment off of looking at the person without really knowing the person, right? And then really making a judgment. But if you brought this person to meet your family, to meet your friends, and they've got time to really, see this person in action and see their character and get to know them. And if after that time, they're like, I really don't discern that this is the best relationship for you, and everyone is saying the same thing, then definitely take that into consideration, because they may be seeing something that you don't see and they have your best interest at heart. Okay. So definitely consider, what are your loved ones saying about this relationship? And there may be some truth and some validity to what they're trying to show you, and it just might be a red flag. So definitely take that into consideration. Now, Let's go to the fourth toxic sign that this may not be a healthy relationship for you to be in, and that is if they don't put God first. Let's be honest. The way to truly love someone that they need to be loved is to know love, and God is love. So if that person doesn't know God, then how are they going to be able to love you as God loves us, right? How are they going to be able to love you as Christ loves the church if they don't even love themselves, if they don't even know God for themselves? How are they going to be able to exemplify those traits that God exemplifies in his love towards us, such as forgiveness, such as mercy, such as patience, such as kindness? Those are things that we are able to develop within us when we have a relationship with God. So if they can't put God first in their own life, then don't expect for them to be able to be in a relationship where God is the center of your relationship. The most successful relationships has God as the center, but if you guys as individuals don't have God as the center, then God can't be the center when you guys come together corporately. So make sure that this person has God first. God is always number one. Now let's move on to the fifth. Well, I said 10. Let's move on to the fifth and final sign that this may be a toxic relationship, and that is if you guys don't really like each other. Maybe this just may not be the relationship that's for you. I don't understand why people get in relationships with people they don't really like. Many different people have many different intentions and reasons why they get together, and sometimes it's not always because of love. And they have these different intentions or motivations of why they want to be with someone, but love should be one of the number one driving forces, if not the main one, of why you choose to marry someone or be with someone. Love needs to be up there in order for that relationship to withstand the test of time. And if you guys don't really love one another, if you don't really like each other, even at the minimum, if you're not attracted to the person that you're with, this is a red flag, because this can be an open door for the enemy to come and attack your relationship when you're going through hard times. Like, you have to at least like and be attracted to the person that you're with. Not saying that looks are everything. Looks are not everything. But if you're with someone and you don't even really like them, when times get hard and you're like, okay, I'm tired of this person, you're going to have that open door, and you're going to be more apt to be unfaithful and step outside of that relationship, step outside of that marriage, because you're going to be so quick to go to plan B, plan 2. You have to love this person so much where it's like, I am crazy about this man, I'm crazy about this woman, like I can't see myself with no one else, like I am crazy about this person. And that's the type of love that you want to have. Okay, so if you don't really like this person, if you're not really attracted to this person, but for some other reason you want to be with them for different motivations, then definitely pray about it and check your heart and see if you're really in this relationship for the right reasons. So those are the 5 signs that this just might be a toxic relationship, or maybe not a relationship that you should be in right now. If you enjoyed this video, leave this video a thumbs up. And if it's your first time on my channel, do not forget to subscribe, and let me know in the comment section if there are any other toxic signs or red flags that you would like to recommend to look out for to those in our community, so we can all give each other advice and grow together and learn together. All right. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Until next time. Bye.